Hello everyone, I hope you're all keeping really well. I just want to share a really quick story with you all in a time that maybe we're all in need of some kind of hope, optimism and inspiration. I hope this story does something for you. It certainly does for me. The reason I'm sharing this with you today is because last night I was working with my group coaching program clients and we was talking about role models, characteristics and attributes of what we've learned from the people around us growing up and still today. And something I spoke about was kindness. Something I spoke about really fondly was kindness. And on the spot, a story that came to me was regarding my nan. We used to call her Big Nan. I had two nans. One was little, one was big. That's where the name Little Nan and Big Nan came from. And she was one of the most marvelous ladies you could ever wish to meet. Anybody you ever speak to about her remembers her. Straight away they would say, what a kind human being she was. Remembered for her kindness. And a story that stuck with me forever. When my nan passed away, about 2 or 3 years later, I was in a local bar in my hometown. And as I'm in this bar, these two guys was behind me and one of them taps me on the shoulder and says, are you Barbara Staton's grandson? Are you Luke? I said, yes, I am. I am Barbara Staton's grandson. I am Luke. He looked at me and said, oh, right, okay. He said, are you the annoying little kid that constantly used to kick the football up against her garage door on the estate that she lived in on Avon Rise? I'm like, yes, that would have been me. And my nan was so kind to me. She would have never told me to stop because she knew how much I loved playing football. And you can imagine it. 8 o'clock on a Sunday morning, I'm kicking a football against the garage door, which is going boom, boom. So these boys remembered me because of this. They lived next door to my nan. And one of them said to me, how is your nan these days? And I said, unfortunately, she passed away quite a few years ago now. And he said, right. He said, I thought so. And I said, what do you mean you thought so? He says, because I stopped receiving Christmas cards and birthday cards with my £5 note in. And I said, what do you mean? He said, your nan left our estate 25 years ago. My nan left that estate 25 years prior to this conversation with these two boys. And for the rest of that time that she was alive, she sent both brothers a birthday card and a Christmas card with a £5 note in. Every year for the 25 years of which she moved away from that estate, she sent both boys a birthday card and a Christmas card with a £5 note in. And I remember being stood in this bar just overwhelmed with what a magnificent thing to do for somebody else without even anybody ever knowing, just out of the kindness of your heart to give to other people. So last night I selected my nan as one of my role models, and instantly I shared that story to many, many people, because that story for me is a story of kindness. It's a story of optimism, that there is people out there in the world that are like that. And it's a story of inspiration, because my nan inspires me to be better every single day. Can I continue her legacy of giving to give and kindness of what she left me with? I hope you've enjoyed that short story. In the comments below, I'd love to hear who's your role models, who's the people growing up inspired you. Was it a superstar celebrity or was it a family member? I was very fortunate to grow up with great people around me, a great mum, a great dad. Unfortunately, I looked at many, many sporting stars as well as my role models. Some people aren't so fortunate to have role models around them, so we can be that role model for somebody else. And like I said, I'd love to hear who your role models are and the reasons that you've chosen them. Take care. All my love, energy, inspiration. Thank you for listening.